Hello ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Killot365 here, back with another review episode of Robot Wars for episode 2, and I have to say I am very impressed with this week's episode. A lot more entertaining than last week's. As you may have watched or listened in this case to my last video on the first episode, I did point out a few problems with it. But in this case, more of the fans on Twitter have pointed out the the bad things, which I'll get to later on. But wow, what an episode! Like I said, a lot more better than the last episode, even though it was the first episode, so it was kind of one of those slow start things to begin with. So, as you can tell, it's building a lot of momentum. Everybody on Twitter is going crazy for it. Robot Wars is trending right now on Twitter as I speak. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good that they will greenlight another series for Robot Wars. If not, then it's pretty much game over for the BBC, like I've been saying for all these months now, after Top Gear has completely fucked up. But to the episode now, and I have to say, I am pretty impressed, along with a lot of people with Thor and Shockwave. Wasn't expecting Shockwave to win the whole thing, especially when he got demolished by Thor in the earlier rounds, but I have to say, congratulations to Shockwave as well. Brilliant performance, brilliant robot. Same goes for Thor, an experienced competitor in the entire heat. Although I can't say the same thing for Foxic. I mean, that was pretty much the shittest robot I have ever seen in the history of Robot Wars, and that is saying something. Hell, I believe that Psycho Sprout from Series 1 is much better than fucking Foxic, and that is the truth. Now, what I did like about it, about this show, is that the house robots got more involved, or in this case it was more Dead Metal this time around, because in the first episode it was Matilda who got a lot involved than any other house robot. This time around it was Dead Metal, followed by a bit of Matilda. So Killot did have a chance to get involved, but for some reason he just couldn't quite, clamp down on the competitors when he had them in his claws, or claws should I say. So I think the driver or the controller or whoever controls Sir Killot needs to practice a lot if there is another second season, because so far I'm a little bit disappointed, should I say, in Sir Killot's performance thus far. Even in the one show before the first episode, he was pitted against some tiny remote control cars, and he couldn't even pick those up. So my suggestion to the controller of Sir Killot, so to say, practice with the weapon, and just grab them as soon as they get to the claw. So, like I said, the house robots got more involved as I expected. So I hope they do it more often, especially when Matilda, after the Foxic fight, after Foxic was completely and utter annihilated, Matilda just coming in and flipping Foxic into the pit, which was a glorious moment in the history of Robot Wars, if I do say so myself. But a great moment all in all. Foxic was shit. I hope it never comes back. The team was too obnoxious, should I say? Is it the proper word? Obnoxious? I would say cocky. Yeah, I'll go with cocky, because they were building up a load of hype, and it was just all hype and complete and utter bollocks, really. So I hope it never comes back. It shouldn't really have qualified for this series of Robot Wars, to be honest. I mean, I think they could have been found a better replacement for Foxic. Now, moving on from the show, from this week's episode to the show in general. Whilst I was watching the Twitter feed about Robot Wars, all the followers that I well, not followers, other people that I follow on Twitter, she said that there was more talking and less action, and I have to agree with her on this one. By the way, the person that I'm on about is The Revolution, so I might add her Twitter link to the description if I remember when I'm uploading this. But she did say there was a lot more talking in the show itself and a lot less action. I agree with her. I think the only talking that should be done is like when they like introduce the teams the first time around, and then interview them, after the fights and whatnot, and just leave it at that, and just like use the the time freed up from the talking to like show classic clips from previous Robot Wars. I think just to show the new generation of Robot Wars fans what Robot Wars looked like in the past before they were even born. Because there will be a lot of very young viewers who may have not seen the previous Robot Wars, so you never know. It might be a good educational lesson for them, and something to take up more time, should I say. So yeah, sorry for stuttering with my words, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is unscripted, so I do apologise if I get my words mixed up. But yeah, a lot of concerns as well for this week's episode came out, is that a lot of people were complaining about the theme music. Now, when this was brought to my attention, I thought, oh well, it's only the first episode. They would have used that music along with the intro to showcase it in the first episode. But when I saw it again, I thought, are you fucking serious? Are they actually just showing the same footage from the same intro from the first episode in this week's episode? And I thought, that's a waste of time. Why not do a quick recap of what happened last week, and then just like run the intro like as normal? But it just showed the first episode's intro sequence, and then it came to my attention that is the intro. That is going to be the intro, but all 6 episodes. And to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed in that, because I loved the old Robot Wars theme, and I don't see why they got rid of it. I mean, it's iconic, really. I mean, just like with the Simpsons theme, any other TV show, which has gained a iconic status, like I said, Simpsons, or something similar along those lines. But I'm a little bit disappointed. So if they do get second season, my suggestion is to bring back the old Robot Wars theme. It really connected well with the show itself. It got us all hyped up for the show just before it started, and it was just great to listen to. So get rid of the epic music crap, and the people talking about building about robots is about preparing for all kinds of situations. Oh, fuck that shit. Just fucking play the old theme song, alright? That's all you need to do. So obviously, like I said last week, it's a good show, but it still needs a lot of improvement. So get the House of Robots more involved, even when the fight is over. Make them do additional damage, or get them in the pit, or put them on the flame pit, or even put them on the flipper. Anyway will be fine by me. Add the music to the fights as well. I miss the old music during the old Robot Wars shows, where they play the music during the fight. So if you could input the song or any other songs into the the fights themselves, that would be greatly appreciated, especially if it's the original soundtrack from the old Robot Wars, and then that will be greatly appreciated. I did complain about the camera cuts in the first episode, and I think they've done a lot less camera cuts than they have done for this week's episode. So if you just keep the camera cuts to a minimum, because that would be great as well, because it did make me feel a little bit dizzy, and I started to lose track as well. So hopefully they can keep the camera cuts to a minimum, and like I said before, a lot less talking and more action. So that's pretty much it for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed this little 10-minute talk about me, about talking about this episode. So join me next week as I talk about episode 3. Don't forget to follow me on social media, which will be in the description down below, and I'll also post Revolution, or Revel, or Ellie as she likes to call herself, her Twitter link in the description. And so yeah, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and you know, other Robot Wars videos, or my wrestling videos, or anything related to video games. So for the love of God, please subscribe. It's not gonna kill you, and it's absolutely free. It won't cost you a penny. So until then, I shall see you later. Bye bye.